I nearly didn't record this episode, not because I had anything interesting to say. I just got just a lot of stupid life happened, and beside the books, I'm going to talk about the book and in this episode. So skip this one. It's probably sounds a bit more advertisey than most of my episodes. Yeah, life's been weirdly hard on a personal level, but yeah, that's stuff that I've always just kept to myself offline, off social media. But the good news is, yeah, I've been going around to bookstores in Melbourne and signing books, and that's kind of been fun. Just like it's an excuse to drive across Melbourne and go into random places and talk to strangers about the weirdness of life, and sign my name in strange places. Sign my name across my hometown where I live in Melbourne. It's weird going to one suburb and just signing my name there and leaving it there, and it's nothing to do. It's not a government. It's not an application. I'm not signing my name for some stupid thing or some sort of stupid document or prove that I exist or something for the government. It's signing in my name on a little book of magic. And that's really weird. The only time you ever sign your name is because it's some sort of stupid form to prove that you exist. And this one isn't to prove I exist or anything. It's just to leave a little scribble in a little book of magic. Yeah, I bought myself a few the other day because I've got to send some out so I've got a bunch. I've never had 4 books all in one go of Darby love, alive things Mum said to me before she died. So it's kind of been fun. So going around Melbourne and signing shit. It's an excuse to drive somewhere, and when I'm not sitting just in the same place, I feel like I can escape my brain for a bit as well. And it's fun going out into the world, and people who I've never met know all about the messy crap in my head, and they relate to it. So that's the incredibleness of this at the moment that I've never discovered before, because I rarely leave the house, is meeting strangers who know all about the messy crap in my head, and they can relate to it, and then we can talk about how stupid life is, but in a beautiful, joyous kind of way. And that's the weird magic of the last week, despite going through some of my own bullshit on the side. It's funny how that happens. Like life, there's the joy of the books, but there's also how life also tries to kick you down on just to balance and even things up. It feels like that's how it always seems to go. Sometimes the price to pay comes a lot later. Sometimes it doesn't. But maybe there's no price to pay. Maybe it's just all how it is. But they do feel strangely linked, like the goodness of the books and the funness of them being out, and also the crap that I'm going through. And it's kind of been fun not forcing myself to write so much. Like I've been enjoying writing like a maniac, because after I quit my job back in 2021, I had to write as hard and fast as I could to try and see if I could pay bills with my self-published poetry. And I'm finding myself back in that same spot 5 years later, where now I'm not self-published and it's through a traditional publisher. I'm kind of living on nothing. I'm waiting to see if they sell enough to be able to live on them, or do I go back to self-publishing when that was actually working for me? So it's a kind of a gamble. I feel like I keep gambling everything. I keep doing that. That's my stupid. It's my complete power, and it's also my curse. Is that as soon as everything's good, as soon as I've got everything at a stable level, I'll go, okay, this is good enough to gamble. Let's gamble it all and see what happens. And I remember a job recruiter said to me back in my 20s and 30s, said, Darby, shit just keeps happening to you, but you keep landing on your feet. And I feel like I'm not talented. I'm not talented. I'm okay with creativity. I've got some good ideas. I know I do have good ideas, but my true talent is just constantly landing on my feet over and over again. And creativity is kind of a marathon and an endurance test, because you can get better at it by just existing, just by getting older, seeing stuff. You get better at creativity, but to exist and do that, you have to keep landing on your feet somehow, and just keep going. And that's my actual talent. The talent is just keep going despite all the stupid shit going on around you and bombs going off and your own messy head. Yeah, and this is exactly what's happening right now in my life. Like, there's really good stuff happening, and also really shit stuff happening, and it's like, oh, here we go. It's doing it again. I've just been in a really messy headspace, which is why this podcast is delayed a couple of days. I never skip them, but I feel like I've just got to post one, even if this is a shit episode. I just thought, just post it. You've got to do it. I've got a messy head. I can't really think straight. Life's collapsing around me on one hand, but also life's building at the same time. I sort of feel like my past is dropping away, and there's this unknown future being created at the same time. So I've got all this rubbish in the past that I'm trying to pack into unknown future shaped boxes. So I don't even feel like I exist at the moment. I feel like I'm just in this temporary space between the past and the future, and I'm not on solid ground. I'm just falling through it. I'm falling from the past into the future. I'm just falling through right now. So I'm trying to take time to, where I can, when my brain's semi-straight, just to go, oh, I'm here. Oh, look around you, Darby. It's okay. There's a plant. There's a book. There's a cat. There's wind outside. Just to remember. But it's hard. I'm not doing a great job at it. I have been enjoying just walking around Melbourne and meeting strangers, and I've had a few instances where people will call out and go, Darby, and that's fucking trippy as fuck when people know. It's like I'm just walking around like a bit of a dero, and then someone will say Darby and chat about life for a little bit, and that makes me feel like I feel like I belong here for the first time in my life. I said aloud to myself not long ago, I actually belong here. I think I said that in a previous episode. Yeah, this is a bit of a messy brain dump of an episode. So yeah, hopefully I can get back on track again next week. But yeah, the good news about these life setbacks, despite good things happening, is that it's rocket fuel for writing, and I can't write. I'm a bit paralysed at the moment, but I know that it's going to brew something. That's what I love about writing, is that all the shit in life you end up using. I've used so much of the shit that I've gone through in life to write about, and if sometimes I've been able to write about it and kind of alchemize it within a day or an hour or 5 minutes, but a lot of my better stuff has happened just through brewing over decades, and it's finally turned into gold. A long time later, I've had to sit with the shit. I've had to sit with the stench for a long time before I've turned it into perfumed gold. And sometimes it never turns into gold. Sometimes it just remains shit for a long time. But I can smell the stench of recent life shit, and there's nothing I can do about it. It's a straitjacket that I've just got to wear for the moment.